It's not dead yet! What's up everybody, Stebdez here. I think after a good long, almost 9-month wait, it's time to return to this. The What If, where we talk about one of Nintendo's golden boys of the Italian background, Mario. This red hat plumber with just an M as far as his insignia captured the hearts of many with his introduction in the NES, but suffice it to say, I really don't know how things could be different. Except maybe if he didn't grow up in the Mushroom Kingdom area. That is exactly what this What If explores. What if Mario grew up in Sarasa land? What if that stork just made an extremely bad mistake and ended up dropping the baby in the Easton Kingdom? From there, we've seen baby Mario grow up alongside his sister Daisy and meet up with a very unconventional ally in the form of Wario. Together, on his plane the Sky Pop, the duo headed for the Bean Kingdom in hopes of using the Bean Star to answer their questions. Well, suffice it to say, Queen Bean wasn't going to let them hit the Bean Star, but they are able to just be in the Bean Kingdom for about a day or two. The young and agile Prince Peasley suggested that the two check out the circus. It's one heck of an event that happens every year. With those people looking at the picture and the thumbnail at the beginning of this video, let's get into what happens in part 3. Because it's been long enough. Naturally, Wario talked Mario into going to the circus to begin with. He wanted to make some money on the side. Nothing like a few hustling jobs in public. Plus, bean coins are real good currency. If 100 Mushroom Kingdom coins equals 10 bean coins, Wario's gonna make bank. And so, Mario enjoys the sights for a night, splitting up with Wario and just looking around, as one person approaches him and recognizes who he is. Prince Peasley is also there and decides to accompany Mario throughout it, inviting him to the wondrous stage show where anything can happen. Prince Peasley goes on about how last year there was an acrobatic act with more than a dozen Shy Guys, all in sync with each other. It was one hell of a spectacle. Being interested, and with another prince, Mario's more than happy to join Prince Peasley as to, checking this out. If anything could happen, maybe it's a hint. Maybe it's the gods trying to push him in a direction. Plus, Prince Peasley is good company, so why not? He doesn't mind that at all. And so we get to the big tent, where Mario does have a place of honor in Prince Peasley's guest chair. Keep in mind, Wario is nowhere near Mario right now. He's going around the circus and getting money. Getting, I kind of mean hustling. Or, pounding the coins out of people. That could also happen. And so, Mario gets to the stage show and he enjoys the elephants and other creatures of the Bean Kingdom all coming together and showing a spectacle. Then, a mysterious man comes up to the two. He's dressed in a top hat with glasses and a rather interesting grin. However, this man's outfit would reveal that this is the ringmaster. Seeing a brand new face, he wants to be sure that they are entertained. Why yes, your show is quite good. I wonder what spectacles may come next.
Don't you worry about that one, Prince. It'll be a showstopper.
Prince Mario watches him leave as he's getting a bit of a bad feeling, a bad vibe from him. But Prince Peasley assures him that the ringmaster's just trying to set up some suspense is all. Soon enough after the clown act, because there's got to be a clown act, where Crazy Daisy spits some water in some guy's face, we get the ringmaster approaching the middle of the tent, and 2 large boxes being wheeled out on either side of him. Ladies and gentlemen! Ha ha! What's going on, Bean Kingdom? Tonight, for your viewing pleasure, two of the world's most dangerous beasts out here in the tent tonight. These beasts took out several people of mine. They're bloodthirsty. They're from two sides of the prehistoric spectrum. In this corner, we got the lean, green, fine machine, the dinosaur, Yoshi! The cape comes off, revealing a cage with a green Yoshi in it. And honestly, it's kind of nervous. And on this side, we have the brown mound that pounds the ground, Donkey Kong! The cape opens up for that, and clearly this isn't Donkey Kong's first fight, because he's pounding his chest, he's kind of, clearly this isn't Donkey Kong's first fight, as he's showboating. He's pounding his chest, he's flexing for the crowd, he's ready to take it to the innocent dinosaur. As the cages open, the staff gets out of the way, and the ringmaster disappears in a puff of smoke. Peasley is very surprised and is looking forward to this, but Mario's a bit skeptical because the dinosaur doesn't look like it knows what's going on. Peasley reassures him that he knows of the ringmaster. The ringmaster wouldn't put anything in actual danger. It's probably all just part of the show is all. Mario trusts this, and when the two creatures end up meeting each other, Donkey Kong gets one hell of a slug in on Yoshi. The Yoshi reels back, rubbing its big nose and looking at it, and DK then just kind of taunts it, like, come on, come on.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yoshi takes this challenge, and the battle begins, which, honestly, I really wish Death Battle would have covered this, so it's time for my own little examination. There are two instances in which I can see DK and Yoshi have to deal with durability, when Yoshi and DK both were sent to the moon. When it comes down to it, Yoshi's ground pound didn't move the moon at all when he was fighting Raphael Raven. The way I see it, while Donkey Kong has enough strength to punch the moon out of orbit, Yoshi's ground pound didn't exactly move the moon at all. All he did was pound pegs on each side of what could be a fake moon, much smaller one at that, in order to beat Raphael Raven. That doesn't seem very strong of a feat, but when it comes down to it, Yoshi's naturally weaker. Even though he would have the speed and the technique in this battle, Donkey Kong probably has too much buff. But okay, Stepdaz, I know what you're saying. Can't Yoshi turn him into an egg? No. To refer to Smash Brothers, when it comes down to main characters as opposed to minions, these characters can escape from the eggs. They're a lot more complex than a Goomba, a Shy Guy, a Koopa. These characters have more of a star power behind them. Don't get me wrong, it would be an extremely entertaining fight, but in the end, Donkey Kong would just be too brutal. Even though Yoshi could outsmart Donkey Kong, outspeed him, and have way more techniques with no weapons other than what they're given, that still doesn't mean Yoshi can land a blow that's actually meaningful to the Big Ape. Plus, like I said, Donkey Kong, because of Mario not being a rival early on, has been fighting. He has no other rival. He is the champion of this underground league that the ringleader is leading. Naturally, Yoshi is beaten to a near pulp. Just as DK is marching up on the wounded Yoshi, Yoshi barely able to get up on his feet, that's when Mario sees something. A star, much like Wario had when they fought, above his head. He looks around because he doesn't think anybody else sees it, but he sees it. This thing must be a star child. Maybe this thing can use a power star all the same, but he doesn't know how to hold on to one of them. But this is where Mario has to make a decision.
Looks like it's over, ladies and gentlemen. We've entered sudden death.
Upon the words sudden death, Mario's done sitting around, as the poor Yoshi can barely get up on his feet. Just as Donkey Kong comes in with a punch, Mario jumps on his fist and pushes it into the ground. The crowd just stammers. They're surprised that someone just jumped into the ring with a wild, crazy ape and a maniacal... Well, okay, the lizard's near beaten, but it's still a wild animal! Mario stands in front of Yoshi and yells, "Enough!" He's been defeated. That's all that needs to happen. And that's where the ringleader gets a shine in his glasses.
Well, well, well. Looks like we got us a challenger.
What? You wouldn't dare! I'm a prince!
Ladies and gentlemen, one time only tonight, we see the Prince of Sarasa land going up against the champion, Donkey Kong!
Luckily, Wario is in the stands, pickpocketing a few more, when he hears Prince of Sarasa land. Time to get to work. Wario shoulder bashes his way through a wall to get into the arena, joining Mario at his side, and this becomes a fight that the player can't win. At this point, Donkey Kong is way too strong of an opponent, but that's where we also get Wario's ultimate attack. He doesn't become Wario Man.
Nope.
But he has shaken things up. After all, circus food ain't good for you. With a powerful waft, he's able to gas out Donkey Kong and the Ringmaster, and he's able to grab Yoshi and get out. Prince Peasley runs after them to try to catch up with them, but it doesn't work out with him. And Mario tells Wario that we need to take this Yoshi to the Bean Bean Castle immediately. Naturally, Wario's okay with it. You know, he's got plenty of money right now. While Yoshi is in bed resting from his pummeling against a giant ape, Queen Bean and Cackletta, who I'll remind you is still good in the timeline right now, they meet up with Prince Mario. They are aggravated that he decided to interrupt and throw himself to the Devil's Den when it came down to a public event, but upon further inspection, hurting Yoshi's? That's illegal. There's something going on Yoshi's Island. And so Mario volunteers to go with Yoshi and Wario in the Sky Pop to investigate. And that is where this timeline cuts off for right now. So what do you all think? Did you like the versus match between two of the iconic side characters of the Mario franchise? Or do you think it could have happened another way, where DK was the one that was defeated? Go ahead and leave a comment below. For more what-ifs in the realm of video gaming and Dragon Ball alike, such as if another one of Nintendo's Golden Glory boys didn't exactly end up where he was supposed to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.
The mustache cannot be contained!
I had to show it. This is a Mario video.